Hi everyone, it's the Pinoy white boy back again with another recipe for you. Today I'm going to be making Sinigang na Baboy, which translates to pork sinigang. It takes about less than an hour to cook, and it's really delicious if you do it right. If you look over here, these are my ingredients. Our Sinigang mix from Mama Sita. We have our cubed eggplant, tomatoes and onions, just plain water. We're not going to season it with anything. We have our cubed pork shoulder. In Filipino, it's called kasim. It's the best cut of meat for sinigang. And adobo. Over here in these talenti jars, sadly it's not ice cream. We have coconut oil and we have soy sauce. Finally back here we have kale. I like using kale instead of which traditionally used is kangkong or spinach. It gets a little too soggy for me. Kale tends to hold its shape in soups, so that's why I prefer it. Alright, let's get started. So to start, we're going to set our Instant Pot to saute. I'm going to take my coconut oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. We just happen to have coconut oil here. Just put a couple tablespoons in here. Just enough so that you'll be able to saute the onions and tomatoes. Alright, so our coconut oil looks like it's heated up enough. I'm going to add the tomatoes and the onions to our pot, and we're going to let them cook until the onions are translucent. Give it a quick stir. That cook. We just want everything to be nice and soft, and then we're going to add our pork. The reason we're doing this is because the onions and tomatoes reduces the gaminess of the pork. Even though pork's not super gamey, there's a little bit of a taste there, so it helps to remove that flavor. Alright, so give us about 5 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, everybody, we're back. It's been about 5 to 6 minutes. If you take a look, you'll see most of the onions are softening up. So now it's time for our pork. As I stated earlier, we're going to be using pork shoulder, also called kasim. If you look at it, you'll see there's a lot of fat. So what we're going to do is, after this pork cooks, we're going to skim some of the fat off. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, it's your preference. So we're going to put it in, we're going to brown it. Then after it browns, we're going to be adding some water, and then we're going to cook our pork. Okay, our pork is now browned. I had to do it in 2 batches because there was kind of a lot. Next, what we're going to do to our pork, onion, and tomato mixture is we're going to add some soy sauce. We're using a Filipino brand of soy sauce. I've mentioned it in my other videos. I prefer it over the other brands. So just about 2 to 3 tablespoons. 3. We're gonna mix it up, and then we're gonna add water to this as well, just to cover, so that we'll be able to use our Instant Pot. All right. As you see, everything looks beautiful and happy in there. But it's gonna get better. Just wait, okay? Alright, I have my water. Like I said, it's just plain water from the faucet. We're gonna add it to our pork mixture and just until it covers. Alright, almost there. Give it a stir real quick. And then we will cook these babies. Alright? As always, I'll run through real quick how to use the Instant Pot and what setting we're going to use. So we're going to put the lid on. You're going to hear that beautiful noise again. And we're going to click it, and the noise also tells us that it's secure. We're going to move our vent from venting to sealed. Always make sure it's sealed or you're never going to get a proper seal. Alright, and then we're going to go to off. Your Instant Pot should indicate that it's off. And it's as simple as this. Watch. We're going to push the meat button. It's going to cook for 35 minutes. After our 35 minutes are up, we will be back and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, see you then. Hi everybody, welcome back. As you see, our timer is now finished. Oh, it's hot. Hi everybody, welcome back. Now you see our timer is finished. We're going to release the pressure, which is we do easily just by turning it from sealed to venting. You don't have to worry, it's not gonna burn you. A lot of people, when they start using their Instant Pots, I see they're always scared of this. I myself was included. I was scared of doing this. Now, it's just this simple. Don't worry. We're gonna let that vent. It might take a little while because there's a lot of steam and liquid in there. Once the steam drops, we'll come back and open the lid, all right? Hey, we're back again. As you see now, it's been 3 or 4 minutes. That's how long it took for the steam to release. We're gonna open it. The beep tells us that it's unlocked, and we're gonna pull the lid away from us. And as you see, there's still a good amount of steam in it. If you take a look in here, you'll see there's a considerable amount of fat. So I'm just gonna use a ladle here, and I'm not gonna do a great job. I'm just gonna get some of the fat out. Next, I'm gonna turn on the Instant Pot. I'm gonna turn it off from warm and turn it back on to saute. And this is 4 cups. I'm not gonna use 4 cups. I think I'll use 2 cups. Give it a quick stir. And I'm gonna add my Sinigang mix. As you see, we use Mama Sita's, and down here it's a spicy one. To me, this one tastes extremely better than just the normal mild version. We're gonna put 1 whole pack in here because there's a lot of water. Alright, we're gonna stir. Now, I know normal Sinigangs usually aren't orange in color as mine is, but because I'm from New Jersey, I love my tomatoes. So I actually put more tomatoes in here than I probably should have. But again, it's a recipe. Everyone's recipe is gonna be different. Also, we usually put okra in this, but finding okra seems to be difficult in certain times of the month or certain times of the year, and this is one of those times. I haven't found good okra, so I'm leaving it out. I'm back with eggplant. And again, because I don't have okra, you see there's a lot of eggplant, so I'm just replacing one with the other, that's all. Okay, so after adding the eggplant, I actually removed some of the soup just so I didn't have any overspilling going on. So there's 2 ways to cook the eggplant. One is this way: you turn the Instant Pot to saute, you let it boil, and you can pay attention to the doneness of the eggplant. This way you can tell it will still be firm. It won't be mushy, or it won't start falling apart if you keep an eye on it. The other way would be to put the lid back on, set your manual timer to 0, and then start the Instant Pot, let it seal, and then it will immediately be done and you release. But I don't prefer that way because you can't tell what's going on inside the pot to the vegetables. And a couple times I've ended up with very, very mushy vegetables. So I prefer this way. I like to see what's going on. Alright, so it's been only about 2 minutes or so. The eggplant is where I want it to be, so I'm turning this off. I'm gonna add the kale. Fits in there nicely. And then I'm gonna put the lid right on top. And there's that beautiful sound I like. You don't have to seal it. I'm gonna just close it. Just make sure it's off, and we're gonna let it rest for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I will be back. All right, hey everybody. All right, it's been 5 minutes. Our kale has been resting inside of here. As you see, it's still off, I didn't cook it. I'm gonna show you what it looks like once it's done, all right? Get ready, because it's gonna be beautiful. I hope you agree with me. Always open away, and if you see inside, our eggplant is still firm, but not super mushy. Our kale is cooked. Our pork is cooked nicely. The tomatoes and onions have pretty much disintegrated into the broth. That's the way I like my Sinigang. All right, so I'm just gonna put some in a bowl here so you can see. people eat this very soupy, and some people eat it with very little soup or sabaw. I'm one of those people that like a lot of sabaw. So there you go. Alright, and that's how you make Sinigang na Baboy, or pork sinigang. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. If there's any other Filipino recipes that you'd like to see me make in the Instant Pot, please let me know down below. Also, I'm interested to see how everybody's recipes differ from person to person, using an Instant Pot or not. I'm curious to see the differences. So, as always, it's been the Pinoy White Boy, and thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.